Укропская птичка пацанов наших смониторила и ушла.
Russian reconnaissance detected a group of Ukrainian soldiers.
Так, вот трое наших. Четверо. Сильный ветер, видишь? Где? А, вот Хохол выходит. А, подожди, это наш или нет?
The Russians are trying to figure out who these soldiers are. Are they Russian or Ukrainian?
Думаешь?
Кидай, он за углом стоит. Кидай.
They realized that those under the bridge were the Ukrainian soldiers they had just seen. That's why 2 Russian soldiers were sent there.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like.
Но он в этот птичку целится.
Ukrainian soldiers realized that they were being followed and realized that there was going to be an attack. So they started throwing grenades.
Вот, заходит в нору.
Подходите к углу, кидайте гранаты, они там в нору зашли. Подойди к углу, кинь гранату, он отскочил, в лисью нору залез, спрятался. Ты не докидывай. Странник, очень аккуратно к углу и по диагонали влево. Странник, смотри, от угла первый метров 10 вглубь, метров 10, не ближе. До угла идите смело. Да.
Отлично, пусть идет.
Давай, красавчик, давай. Красавчик. А вот теперь гранатами.
Russian troops have mobilized for the attack and have started throwing grenades first. Soon, the fighting will become very intense. 2 Russian soldiers talk among themselves and make a plan. It doesn't make sense for 2 soldiers to be in the same place, so they split up.
Внутрь пусть закидывает.
Внутрь, чуть в глубину.
Вышли, блядь, стреляй!
Стреляй!
One of the Ukrainian soldiers came out and threw a grenade.
Вышел, стреляй! Да! Блядь! По-моему, нашего завалил, нет?
А этот снизу.
А это что не прикрывает, блядь? Вышел из-за угла, стреляй, блядь! Все, завалил нашего, блядь.
Гранату ему кидай, гранату!
Бля, вот это что? В рот. Да стреляй ты, ёб твою мать! Вот, блядь, вышел. В рот, блядь. Молодец. Не, они стоят, возвращается, блядь!
Кидайте еще гранаты! Они опять за плитой!
Don't forget to join our Telegram group.
Нет, ну он стоит, он же перезаряжается, блядь!
Кидайте гранаты, они перезаряжаются, блядь! На открытом стоят!
Вот это что, блядь, за... Все, уходит наш.
After the incredible close combat just now, you thought the Russian soldier had lost his life. But the mound of earth in front of him protected him, and he survived with minor injuries.
Раз, два, эти ушли.
Wounded Russian soldier retreats and bandages his wound.
Идет!
Подходит к углу, кидайте гранату, блядь! Забивай. Да, я свою антенну возьму.
Бросают гранату.
Около угла, кидайте гранату, они прям за стеночкой стоят, трое. Они им кидают.
А это не наша
Ukrainian drones arrived to support Ukrainian soldiers.
Из РПГ ёбнул. Наши на тапки встали.
Russian troops were outnumbered and out of position, so they decided to retreat. Moreover, Ukrainian drones arrived, and it became even more difficult. One Russian soldier was wounded.
Ну наши съебали, вон он, Филипп, далеко.
Филипп Хамов, Филипп Хамов. Бать лютый нахуй. Филипп Хамов, Филипп Хамов. Все целые.
Ебать, у них там нарыто, сука.
Филипп,
Ну
все
всё.
целые. Сколько их?
Я ухожу. Сейчас четверо. Четверо, один пошел к тому краю этого, блядь.
Смотри, они, там один идет
За
к тому
другую
краю,
дорогу.
пусть пулеметчик держит угол. А пчела на этом, на мосту приехала коробка, человек 10 десанта, наваливай туда.
The Ukrainian support team has arrived.
У кого чайка?
Пчела Хамов, пчела Хамов. Бля, сука, они что, рэп ебаный?
Бля, да там еще из десанта повысаживалось, там ехало, блядь, народу. И сейчас бы мы с пустым БК там сидели, блядь.
Ебать, нахуй, ебать.
Все, коробка уходит. Коробка уходит, десант высадился.
Ну все. Раса села, нахуй.
Все этого они, скорее всего, вывозят. И вот вылез сразу.
Don't forget to join our Telegram group.
Там на мосту
Пчела Хамов,
коробка
пчела
подошла
Хамов.
с десантом на мост.
Pokrovsk direction. A Russian drone hit a bunker where Ukrainian armed forces infantry was located. After the drone hit, the infantryman panicked and came out and started running. As he ran, a Russian gunner opened fire on him. That's what happened. Every day, Ukrainian soldiers come under intense Russian artillery fire. In the Pokrovsk direction, fiber optic drone operators first shot down the towed artillery gun. Then, in the same direction, they destroyed the two S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled howitzer of the armed forces of Ukraine. Within a few hours, million-dollar equipment was destroyed. Yes, there is a new image. In a few days, the fiber-optic drone destroyed 3 self-propelled artillery units of the armed forces of Ukraine, 2 S-1 Gvozdikai, in firing positions in the Kramatorsk and Konstantinovsky directions. Self-propelled and towed artillery is increasingly becoming the prey of FPV drones. These heavily armored and expensive artillery guns are destroyed after being hit by a few FPV drones. Could FPV drones be the most powerful weapons now and in the future? Are they not cheaper, faster, and more effective weapons? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Все нормально.
Without communication, there is no control. Military communicators know this as well as anyone. It is not often that we get to see these off-screen soldiers who provide uninterrupted communication to the Russian troops. In this story, the work of the military communicators of the Center Troop Group, who daily ensure reliable communication with the forward troops in the Krasnoarmysk direction. Acting as part of task forces, military communicators move into liberated areas to organize data transmission channels using broadband radio lines or fiber optic communication channels. Organizing wired and coded radio communications, repairing cable breaks, and keeping communications equipment in good working order are only a small part of the daily tasks that communications specialists perform on the line of contact and in the rear areas of special operations. Modern conflicts dictate their own conditions in terms of speed and methods of information transmission. Russian soldiers, constantly operating in the open against the enemy, around the clock and in all weather conditions, managed to ensure uninterrupted communications on the line of contact and at headquarters. Border region. Russian troops are exploring military installations, fortresses, bases of the Ukrainian armed forces in the border area. FPV drone flies in a very comfortable and professional way. After reconnaissance, it turns around and destroys the armored vehicle. Soldiers of the Dnipro group struck a Ukrainian armed forces stronghold near the village of Kamyanska with a drone capable of dropping ammunition. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. During reconnaissance, Russian operators detected the Ukrainian armed forces bunker. The bunker contained a large number of infantrymen. Drones capable of dropping ammunition mobilized and dropped aerial bombs one after the other. The attacks on the bunkers continued unabated. Other bunkers in the trenches were also destroyed by dropping ammunition one after another. Russian drones work continuously, day and night. An FPV drone of the 42nd Motorized Infantry Division of the Dnipro troops destroyed a bunker of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Zaporizhzhia region. The Russian armed forces struck the UAV production workshop and warehouse of the Air Force Command in Bohodukhiv, Kharkiv region, with Garan 2 type UAVs. Zaporizhzhia direction. The movement of soldiers in the trenches was detected. Then the Russian FPV drone was activated and flew directly into the trench. When it reached their hiding place in the trench, the FPV drone exploded. The soldiers realized they had been spotted and went to the bunker at the other end of the trench, but the Russian drones continued to follow them. Another drone came to the other bunker where they were hiding, and that's what happened. Zaporizhzhia front. The village is in ruins. The Russian Defense Ministry reported that Dnipro troops liberated the village of Malye Shcherbaki in Zaporizhzhia region as a result of active and decisive actions. As a result of the precise coordinates provided by the operators of FPV drones to artillery units, Grad MLRS units, tank units, the targets were hit precisely and the village was liberated. The takeoff position of the Ukrainian Baba Yaga long-range and high-carrying capacity drone was discovered. A Russian attack drone then took action and destroyed the Baba Yaga drone. In the Sudzha region, armored vehicles of the Ukrainian armed forces with anti-drone protection were destroyed. Here are the scrap images of those destroyed armored vehicles. An M113 armored tracked personnel carrier immobilized by Russian attacks. The M113 is an American armored vehicle. It entered service in the 1960s. More than 50 countries around the world use it. It can carry 11 soldiers. It has a range of 480 kilometers. Armored lightweight aluminum alloy, 5 to 40 millimeters. Main weapon, 12.7 millimeter M2. Browning heavy machine gun. Optionally, 7.62 millimeter machine guns and anti-tank missiles can be added. Ukraine has been supplied with M113s by the United States. In the same direction, we see an International Max Pro being scrapped. The International Max Pro is a US-made armored personnel carrier in the mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle class. It is manufactured by Navistar Defense and is specifically designed to provide strong protection against mine and IED, improvised explosive device attacks. Footage of the operations carried out by the reconnaissance units of the South Group in Donbass. A BMP-2 armored infantry fighting vehicle lost its mobility as a result of the explosion of a mine planted by the Russians. A Russian attack drone approached the armored vehicle abandoned by its crew, and as a result of an accurate hit, the armored vehicle was destroyed with a powerful explosion. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. The movement of a T-72 tank traveling in the same direction was detected. Without hesitation, the Russian attack drone flew directly over the tank. Kursk region. The 137th Regiment of Ryazan's Tula Airborne Division is striking armored vehicles and bunkers of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Sudzhansky district of the Kursk region. Here is the moment the armored vehicle was hit by the FPV drone.